Hi and welcome to my channel. This is my video diary of self-publishing and the writing community. So I think first of all I've just got to really apologise to the writing community and everyone following me on this channel for the lack of content. There hasn't been much going on over the last 6 months for me personally within my writing, apart from the fact that I have been making steady progress on the sequel to Broken Ceasefire. I'm further away from what I wanted to be at this particular stage of the year. This was something that I wanted. The sequel, I wanted it completed and ready for publishing for Comic-Con next month, and I'm nowhere near that target. I can either sit here and beat myself up about missing the target and how slow things are progressing on the writing front, or I can be realistic. Now, I don't know how many of you watch these videos and know my personal circumstances, but over COVID I had to self-isolate and I was off work for approximately 2 years. I enjoyed the time off. It gave me a lot of time to write and promote and learn about self-publishing, but being stuck in the same house for 2 years, effectively under house arrest, does not do anyone's mental health any good. So I started to look for another job tail end of last year, and I was successful in the application of assistant manager in a residential home. I've been doing care since 1995. It's my main job, it's my skill, so I was really pleased to have that position because it gave me a little bit of a financial boost, and essentially, and more importantly, it got me out of the house. The side effect of that is, or the consequence of that is, because I'm now working full-time, I don't have the time that I want to dedicate to writing and self-publishing at the moment. Part of the reason of this is obviously a job that's taken over. It's my main thing that I do. It's my main source of income, which you've got to look after in this day and age. But we're also a bit short-staffed within the home, so I've been covering extra shifts. That hasn't stopped me from continuing to write. I'm making progress on the sequel to Broken Ceasefire, but I'm having to learn things at a slower pace than what I would have liked. It's holding me back, and I'm not where I want to be with my writing at the moment, but I've got to be realistic about it. So the plan going forward is I'm getting ready for Comic-Con next month. This is the Comic-Con that I was going to launch Broken Ceasefire at 2 years ago. So it's in my local area. It's in St Albans, Hertfordshire, England. So if you're in the area, do drop by and say hi. I'd love to see you. That's taken up my focus. I'm still concentrating on writing the sequel and to get that out as soon as I can. But I'm trying not to put myself under pressure for this, because I think one of the issues that we have as authors is undue pressure, and I have spoken about this in other videos as well. So I'm concentrating on getting everything ready for the Comic-Con event next month, and something that I thought would help was a program called Speechelo. Now, Speechelo is advertised as a voiceover software. Going off a little bit, but I thought by using voiceover software it would help me do some of my other creative stuff, such as YouTube, TikTok, and that. The idea being that I would only have to create scripts, and then this speaking software would take over and give the impression that it's somebody talking to the audience rather than it being an automated voice. This is how it was sold, and I've got to be honest, I'm going to be asking for my money back, because I think Siri can do just as good a job for free. Now, yes, I know there's going to be various options that Speechelo gives you, the end user, but it's not as straightforward as I would like it to be, and I'm not going to spend my time on another learning curve for a bit of software that isn't essentially going to save me any time. So anybody out there looking at Speechelo as an alternative for audiobooks, unless you're going to have the time to learn how to use the software properly to get the advertised effect, then I would say it's probably not going to be worth your investment. Certainly not worth my investment, so I will be looking for a refund because I'm within the 60-day cancellation period. So that's a little bit of advice for you. Going forward though, I'm trying to put together the money to get a proper voiceover and audiobook creation of Broken Ceasefire. Whether or not I can get this in time for Comic Con next month, I'm not sure. Got a feeling I'm possibly pushing it a little bit, but yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where things are at the moment. Not a lot of progress to discuss, and hence why there's been a lack of content here. Thank you very much for everybody who has subscribed and has got in touch with me personally. I'm always here to answer your questions. It is taking me longer to get around to YouTube and answering these questions and posting things, because essentially I am working. I've gone from staying at home to working almost 24/7. So, but I'm enjoying it, and this is the thing. I do enjoy the job that I'm doing, so it doesn't really feel like work. And I'm getting the best of both worlds. I've still got my publishing and my writing that I do in my spare time, which is very minimal at the moment. And obviously I'm doing a job that I love, so I'm in a good shape. I'm in a good place at the moment. It's just frustrating because obviously I'd love to be selling books and having writing as my main profession. So that's where I'm at the moment. Writing's taken a little bit of a back seat. To be honest, you've probably guessed that with the lack of content. I am still doing TikTok videos though on a daily basis because they're relatively quick and easy, and YouTube Sci-Fi Fans is going out as well. It will be going out a bit more regularly too, because that's taken a back seat. So thank you very much for watching this video. Do get in touch if you've got any questions, and if you are in England, UK, and you live near or local to St Albans, then come down to Comic Con. I think it's on the 19th of July, and come and say hi. I'd love to see you, and I'll obviously do better to reply to people's comments in the box below. I do read them, but sometimes I'm reading them on my mobile, and it isn't always good to reply to comments on the mobile version of YouTube. So yeah, do get in touch if you want to, and I will see you in the next video, where hopefully things would have moved on a little bit. As I say, if you have got Speechelo or been considering Speechelo, I personally wouldn't bother with it. It's too much of a learning curve, so that's a little bit of tip and advice for you. See you in the next video. Take care.